Straight away, I am seeing a hole in the wall. The hob, the oven, absolutely filthy. I shouldn't really be touching that, but that's fine. Oh, some stains on the carpet. Again, can this be removed? We will only find out with a deep clean. Welcome everyone to another video. My name is Hagop, aka Hags, and if you've been a viewer of this channel for some time, you might recognize this property behind me. This is my first property I ever bought, and today I'm doing a little tour of the place. Not only that, we're going to look around to see what a certain someone, I'm not going to disclose anything, but someone was living here, the certain things that they left and the condition it is in. But including that, we'll do a little tour of the place to recap of the property and possibly the future plans of it. Starting straight off, we got the electrics. I'll put an overlay of that. I mean, thankfully, nothing really wrong with them, so we can't go wrong with that. That's perfectly fine. But coming into the first reception room, and straight away, I'm seeing a hole in the wall. And again, you can see mold all around. That's going to be quite a common theme of this video. You might see quite a bit of mold, and with mold, it seems like the windows have blown as well. How many windows? I haven't even checked upstairs yet, so this will be new for me as well as you lot. So coming around, you can see all along the skirting board, it's dusty, it's moldy, and it seems like there was no caretaking in this place at all. Of course, all this stuff will be done and fixed sooner or later, but we will carry on. So this room, not the end of the world. The carpets, of course, is not great in the slightest, but again, a good deep clean of the place. Hopefully the mold will come off. The carpet will be hopefully back to its usual state, but we will see. So coming along here to the staircase, along the handle, they've completely almost scraped it. I don't know if they've removed things, or I know they had kids, so I'm not trying to blame kids here, but I don't know what they've done, but whatever they've done, it's not great. So that will need repainting as well. And again, just following all the way upstairs, the staircase just needs a full deep clean again. So now going on into reception number 2, aka the dining room. Very nice room, really nice property, beautiful location right by the coast, except unfortunately I've had to come and see it in this condition. So again, the carpet will definitely need a good clean. There's some stains as well. I don't know if they'll come off, but we will see. This door here, the handle is sort of wobbly. I'm sure that would just be fixed. That's not the end of the world. Heading around, you can see this lovely scrape along the wall there. So again, that's another common theme, just marks along the wall. But heading around below the window, again, it looks like they've just not opened the windows or even wiped this mold spots down. But again, a good deep clean will get rid of it. So going on now into the kitchen. Kitchen probably looks the worst if I'm being honest with you, but you let me know what you think. So you're only going to see so much, but the freezer's here. Inside, the cupboards have cracked. Not only that, it's funny that the freezer has now been placed beneath the boiler, which means you can probably put 2 and 2 together. If you're trying to heat up the house, all the pipe work is right next to the freezer, which basically means you're not going to get the best heat possible and you'll end up spending more to try and heat up your house. Anyway, going along to the sink area, again, scratches, dirt, you get the gist. The hob, the oven, absolutely filthy. I don't know who lived here. I mean, if this is how they're living, by all means, it's up to them, but they weren't here for that long, probably about a year or so. So you tell me what you think, because I don't think anyone's living like this in my opinion. But let's head into the bathroom. And again, as we move into the bathroom, you can again see the beautiful mold that is along the skirting board. So let's go on into the bathroom now. And the first thing that struck to me when I walked in was this. And it just looks like they've put something wet on this and it's basically destroyed the wood. So this needs replacing, not the whole thing. I think the rest can be painted. This needs replacing. The rest is fine. Sink's okay, thankfully. Floor's okay. I don't want to open the toilet. We'll leave that for the deep clean. But if you pan up, you can see the ceiling has cracked. But What's fine is this is a common thing that's happened over and over again. So what we'll do is scrape that down and either repaint it, or I'll look to put some paneling along the ceiling just so this problem doesn't happen over and over again. I think we've scraped it down and painted it about 4 or 5 times, and that's nothing to do with anyone's fault. It just happens. But again, another window, if you'd like to have a look, blown once again. So that again will need fixing. So let's go into the garden, fingers crossed it can't be as bad as it is here. I've not seen the garden yet, or the upstairs, so this is going to be new for me again. So the door again, mold galore, don't need to explain it anymore. Let's go on into the garden and fingers crossed, it's not so bad. So it's not the biggest garden in the world, but this is pretty common around here. You don't get the biggest gardens, so it's pretty normal. But heading on in, it looks okay. No, it looks good. Okay, I'm not too worried about that. That's fine. You can see good little space. Everyone around here has this size garden, so it's not anything new really, but can't see anything that is striking me apart from this sort of section in the middle here, or even these slabs here. Again, not anyone's fault. This has been left like this for a long time, obviously in better condition, but I can't complain. So let's head upstairs. So heading on upstairs, all along the banister, again, it seems like they might have removed their furniture and just completely scraped all along the banister. But again, that will be scraped down and repainted. Let's go into this room. So I can already see mold, but we'll start off around here first. So this isn't too bad. This wall's fine, this wall's fine. Ah, look at this. Okay, so I don't know if someone's drawn on here or what, but something's happened. But hopefully a deep clean again will clear that. To be honest, just dust absolutely everywhere. The floors, I don't know if these are stains. Okay, it seems like it's a bit of dust. That should come off. Here we can see some more mold, and that's quite bad actually. So can that come off? Okay, it looks like it can come off. So again, deep clean, hopefully that will come off. If not, we'll have to just repaint this room once again. Curtains, it's a real shame. I've had this since the beginning of buying this property about 3 years ago, and they've been perfectly fine. I think it's time for them to go. Oh, and you look right between there, another blown window. So again, it just seems like they've not ventilated the property enough. And again, all along the skirting board, it seems like it's a feature now. It just goes on and on throughout the whole property. But anyway, you get the gist. So going on into bedroom number 2, and do I need to explain any more? Mold, and this is probably the worst one in the house, mold. Oh, this looks like it comes off. Yeah, that comes off. Actually, that's not as, I thought that was really stuck onto the wall, but I shouldn't really be touching that, but that's fine. Oh, some stains on the carpet. Again, can this be removed? We will only find out with a deep clean. So hopefully that will happen in the next week or so. But besides that, this is a beautiful property. It's a terrace property, 2-bedroom, 2 reception rooms downstairs, kitchen, and then a bathroom at the back. Before you ask, that is normal to have in this area. Bathrooms are always at the back around here, so it's nothing new. Small garden, but it's perfectly fine. And really only 2 or 3 roads away from the beachfront, which is beautiful. And what does that mean? Usually the property prices can be significantly higher just by them being by the beach. So this property I did buy about 3 years ago. It was very quiet. It was a very quiet time for buying properties, and this was through auction. I managed to get it for the actual start price of the auction, which you know how it is if you know about auctions. It's very low as it is anyway, and usually they have a 10% guide price, which means if it doesn't hit that 10% guide price, most likely the seller wouldn't sell it at all. But in this case, I was the only one that came to view this property, and funnily enough, I just said, let me get it for the asking price. And believe it or not, we are now here. You get the appreciation in the property as well. But there we have it. That's a full tour of the property. Not the greatest condition. Every single room has something that needs doing to it. Thankfully, the heating and electrics wasn't an issue, and everything else just needs a good deep clean. But I've been Haggot, aka Hags. Don't forget the name. and I'll catch you in the next video.